The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That good for 22 and a first down.
And Walker's somebody who just impresses you every time he steps on the field. He's a guy who was the Walter Camp and Doak Walker Award winner's final collegiate season behind a 1,600-yard campaign. 300 carries or more, that would be unexpected in his first season in the NFL.
On play action, Lawrence. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Walker now on 1st and 10. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's a quick throw out to Wilson. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
On 3rd down, here's Walker. And down inside the 15 he goes. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all this stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. From the 4, this is 2nd down and 1. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Kenneth Walker hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43.
11 mighty, 11 mighty. 12, 12, 12. 11 MP, hey. 11 MP, stop.
Now Burrow. And that is incomplete.
They're such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Burrow. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Dawson Knox, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Extra point by Butker is on target, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Look and repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
Ready?
That caught by Tremble. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Lawrence hit and the ball is free. And it's picked up by the Ravens. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. So the turnover forced and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
12.
First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They go play action with Burrow. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. 7-7, our score after 1.
Here we go.
They go play action now. Lawrence under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety.
The goal here is about getting any kind of positive yardage in this spot because you don't care who, you don't care how. You just want to try and buy a little space and get away from your own end zone. But in this spot, the defense was all over that play and equally motivated to stick them with a safety.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. This will be fielded at the 17.
Here we go.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they better take advantage of it because otherwise, if they end up losing by one score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
From the 25 on 2nd down. Burrow, he'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And they'll get it in just short of the 45 at the 44. First time that they called his number tonight, and it gets him a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And he is going to lose yardage here. And tip your cap to DeMarcus Lawrence. Nice play defensively. The Ravens at a disappointing 0-4 through the first month of the year. It's been really a lost first month of the season, that's for sure.
And they still believe they have potential. They still believe they're a good team. But they have to absolutely start showing it right now. 0-4? That doesn't even sound right to them. But let's face it, you are what your record says you are until you break out of it.
12.
On 2nd and 12, Burrow. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
11, Thomas.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Bengalsons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward. A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And he's got a Bengals first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. On the counter, it's Walker. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Caught, it's Wilson. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 30. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Now to the ground, here's Walker. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. They go play action with Lawrence. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Amani Hooker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And some room to roll now. There he goes, right side. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Dawson Knox with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Butker on for the PAT. And that makes it a 9-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Room here to run. And they'll be stopped at the 28. On a play that started at the 14, they pick up 14.
On the ready.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
Make that now 2 runs in a row that have netted them great results.
And it doesn't matter what kind of blocking scheme they're using, gap scheme, power scheme, zone running. They are finding people in those gaps and moving them and creating nice space for their runners.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
Throw out wide to Walker. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. The mistakes continuing to pile up, and it looked like they were going to be able to eat into that deficit. Instead, now the deficit is even larger.
Yeah, they were on a march with a chance to get back within a score, but now that deficit continues to grow.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And he's going to lose yardage, not that it matters, as the final seconds tick away. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Here we go. Set.
Final play of the half. It's Lawrence. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with the hometown Ravens on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. From the 6. And able to get this out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
The Ravens send their punter out now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd.
And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Bengals drive about to get going. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense him saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. There's Tremble, the tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50.
Straight ahead, Walker.
Takes this to the 45. Broken tackle. Bought him a little extra space. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now whistles and a flag. And I believe a Bengal got going a little early there. A false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down. They run again with Walker. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Play action. It's Lawrence. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 41.
Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
On 2nd down, this is Harris.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
11 MT.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. They'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
We're in Baltimore, 3rd quarter action, 2nd and 10.
11.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow
to Jefferson on the slant.
And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 23. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Here we go.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Here we go.
They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down.
12. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Damian Harris, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. Butker now to add the extra point. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Bengals drive about to get going. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home. Up the middle, here's Walker. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. On play action, Lawrence. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. So that time, Charles, a quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Lawrence. And this one is incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now Lawrence on 3rd and long. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
Ready. Hey, let's go.
Here we go. Gotta have it. Lawrence.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Well, they've clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the second half.
And I get it. In this situation, if you want to be aggressive out near midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call. But how about the guys that just stopped them? How good do they feel right now? Hey, you want to go for it here? We shut you down. They're over on the bench right now feeling great.
On 2nd and 9. Burrow under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. Oh, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble, because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
11 mighty.
Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long.
Catch is made by Metcalf. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender. You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Burrow looking to pass.
Setting up the screen, Harris. And he will be brought down, but a 1st and goal coming up as we have come upon the 2-minute warning.
18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
I'm on, right?
Harris running straight ahead. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
Here we go.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown.
DK Metcalf.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Ravens have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th.
As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Walker with another carry.
And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. So that'll bring up 2nd down.
And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 38, Lawrence. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
A final shot now for Lawrence. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory.